Hi, Sagittarius. This is your mid-October reading. We're doing this on the eve of the full moon in Aries. Now, this isn't just a full moon, it's a full moon on steroids, as I have been saying. It's a full moon run by a malefic. And then we go look at that malefic, which is Mars, and it's in Cancer. So we have mutual reception, which also makes a square because when things are in the same modalities, that means they're squaring or opposing. Then we throw Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, which has gone direct because in a couple of weeks we'll be back in Aquarius. Thank goodness. And so then that creates a grand cross in cardinal. So it's a malefic full moon in mutual reception, creating a grand cross in cardinal signs. But wait, there's more. We have a grand trine in there as well because that same square Cancer Mars is talking to both 29 degrees of Venus in Scorpio and 29 degrees of Neptune in Pisces. Also, Jupiter is sextiling the moon at and Uranus is semi-sextiling the moon, also having an opposition with the Venus and a trine with the Pluto. It's a lot. It's a lot. Now Sagittarius likes a lot, but this full moon, depending on where your Sagittarius placements are, also if you're a ninth house person, you have a stellium in the ninth house, or just a lot of ninth house energy, or if your chart or your final dispositor rulers are Jupiter, you could also find this resonates with you. This full moon could be trining some of your Sagittarian placements. Let's see. I feel like Sagittarius has kind of been caught between a rock and a hard place. You may have put yourself in the rock and the hard place, just like not wanting to make a definitive statement about something, or you still want more information. But maybe being a little less decisive. Like I don't have to be all that serious about it when it comes to a subject. So let's just look into, we're going to look at like things that you have, because I want to concentrate on what you have control over, right? So we'll look at what part of this, what part of your guides want to pass me a note in Jim and have me tell you to look at right now that's beneficial for your own self-evolution. And then we'll look at love and we'll look at like work money. Let's do that for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's get the subject matter. What do they want your attention to? Right now, my Sagittarius loves, and I do love the Sagittarius. Okay. Very interesting. 2 pages, 2 different directions. It's like something has to go on hold for you to move forward. There was an indecisive or procrastinatory mode around something that you feel like, well, I have time to decide this, or I don't have to pick a side, or just not sure. There may be a situation where you feel influenced to want to rally around somebody, to want to feel a certain way about somebody. And there may be evidence to the contrary about this person's character or about the situation. And you kind of maybe been a little like, la, 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 la. If I don't have to see that, then I don't have to feel that. I don't want to feel that way about this person. Who's this person to you? Who is this person to you? I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay. This has definitely been, it's about ready to break. Listen, we're in a full moon. And if we've ever been in a full moon that wasn't busting at the seams like this one is, Um, I think the last straw of like what you maybe don't want to know is going to be kind of in your face. We have a Knight of Pentacles. It came out, this is somebody that's moving slow, I think has a lot of excuses. You are at a place whether you even think that it's that deep emotionally, Sagittarius. I want to say like feelings wise and logic wise, I think it's the aftermath of having to like definitively say this situation is shit or this person is kind of not where it's at. Um, it's what happens next you don't want to deal with. I don't think this is gonna wreck you, but it's definitely been like putting a pause on things that is not in your highest good to be pausing. Okay. Ooh, how can you best help yourself in this situation? What is the guidance? This person's somebody who's just been not it feels like there's a lack of follow through, like I can do this for you or I can do that for you, or maybe I feel like you do what you say you're gonna do, and I feel like this person doesn't. It's like they yeah, I'm not calling this person a full out grifter, but some people have like grifty characteristics. And the thing about a good grifter is they only have to show you to be reliable in the beginning. They only have to give you like unequivocal truth, 10%. And then after that, you're willing to take them at face value. Sagittarius does that. I had a Sagittarius placement friend, and I would say, "This just happened. I will send you the screenshots." And they used to be like, "I believe you. Why would you ever have to show me what you? I believe you. You don't have to show me screenshots. You're a truthful person." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you should want to see the evidence if you're going to then feel some type of way." So with me, with all of my cardinal and my Aries moon, um, which gets along great with Sag placements, was like, "Why are you being so trustworthy? Like, it's me and I don't want you to be that trustworthy. You should want to see for your own best interest all the time. You should want receipts before you're standing 10 toes down defending somebody where you don't because it's hearsay, right?" I don't know. Maybe that's my Libra and Jupiter. I want things to be justified. I want things to be real. Like everything for me is like, how would this play out in a court of law? And then I'll decide what I'm doing here. Uh, I feel like this person's like so subtly grifty in the way that they sometimes they say things that they aren't true. Sometimes they say things that like just makes them look good in the moment, but it wasn't true. But the problem is once they say it, has other consequences. And at first you're like, whatever, that's not a big deal. Now it's becoming a big deal. All right. What is the guidance? Sagittarius. What is the guidance? How should you handle this person? 1 second. Sorry, we're in the full moon energy, and I had a child on their way home from work. Uh, and all of a sudden, all I hear is sirens. So I totally stopped the video and just said, "Are you home?" And they are. Okay. The way that your guidance is guiding right now is to be the King of Wands, which Sagittarius naturally is. And we also have the Death card here. I love this is the Centennial deck of the original Rider-Waite with Pamela Coleman Smith. That was the author. Check that out if you don't know the deets about that. And it has 4 extra cards in this deck that didn't make it into the original. Um, with the Death card here and the King of Wands, it is time to let something. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. What I am seeing, Sagittarius, is that if you give this situation a funeral, if you know, if you let it be dead and buried, the ground is gonna be very fertile for you to, like, move into success with something. I'm seeing, like, fresh dirt and flowers coming up from it, kinda creeping me out, actually. Uh, but it was very much like, "You're so positive. You're so optimistic, Sagittarius, but it really is time to give it a New Orleans funeral if you have to give it to a funeral, right? If you have to give it a funeral, be full on Sag, give it a New Orleans funeral." Um, but the advice is the Death card, which is just transformation, transform the situation, but give it a funeral, and be the King of Wands that you are. That does not have a specificity. Okay, we're gonna pull different cards for your love reading. And I'm gonna use such a good deck for Sag. Ooh, the room just spun for your love reading. That was strange. The room just spun. Okay. Get some cards. What's going on? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Something that was being a ghost situation is being unghosted. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody feeling worthier of you or good about themselves or more stable, or even if they're not the most stable now, they feel like I can build it all back up. I've done it so many times. You could be dealing with somebody with Scorpio energy, or there's a lot of, well, Capricorn, there's a lot of resilience here. Sag, it feels like somebody you've dealt with before. This is either from your far past. This could be someone that you had super hots for. You know, Hettotgo. Mhm. They kind of didn't have their shit together before. It might feel like a little too little, a little too late, and you're not sure if you can. I'm talking to Sagittarians, right? I can say this. You're not sure you can, like, get it up for them. Like, you're not sure that you can feel HTOTOGO for them. Um, HOTTOGO. Um, because there's a little bit of a past there. I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel like this person's a little different now. Let's see, is this good for you? Should we take advantage of this offer? They're not fully done processing some stuff. Should you take it? It's a yes or a no. Give me a yes or a no card. Would like a yes or a no card, please, and thank you, because they said so, and all of that. Five cards fell out. I was a little demanding, and I'm getting flustered. Okay. May I please have one card that's a very definitive yes or no? Why, thank you. You can give them a chance. They're in the middle of their awakening. You could maybe put this on pause until after the spring, if I'm being honest. You could. You could put this on pause for a hot minute. Um, they're gonna have a lot more clarity for themselves and a lot more awareness for themselves and possibly be a better potential partner after the spring. After the spring. Let's get a couple of cards for work and money. But they're not a no. That's got potential. It's very, very interesting. Almost like immediately want to do a second reading for Sag. Okay. Five of oh, okay. This is what I'm going to say about work. There's a conflict at work. I don't know why these are driving me crazy for this reading, and I can't wear them. There's a conflict at work that's gonna heal itself, take care of itself. You don't have to worry. That's gonna resolve itself, or there will be resolution. I also have the Two of Cups in reverse. There may be the brewing of a work bestie or a flirtation, like everybody can see it, like cut it with a knife when you guys are in the same room. It's one or the other. So you don't trust that, Sagittarius. Not right now. Um, this person might not be all they represent to be. The truth will out, as they say. Um, but what it's giving and showing me is like the conflict's going to resolve, which is great. Somebody wants proximity to you, possibly like the work bestie situation could brew to be something unpleasant later. And if there's a flirtation, or if there's like not, you're not sure if it's flirtation, but it sure feels like flirtation, but there's definitely chemistry. I don't think that person's completely available. Now, you're Sag, as long as everybody's consenting, right? Everybody, like, we can work with things like this, um, and everybody is knowledgeable. Everybody knows what's going on. That might be acceptable if they're seeing more than one person. But what I'm getting here is a little bit of like, I didn't lie. I just didn't say. So just make sure that you have all the information you need. But work conflict is definitely resolving. Let's pull you an oracle. We're going to do these. The priestess of the light. Okay. I love these cards. Okay. Miracles, ancient wisdom. You kind of already know what you should do. You just don't want to have to deal with the aftermath. And I get that with that first situation that I was talking about. Deep down, Sagittarius is some of the most gifted people with ninth house placements, strong Jupiter, y'all mystic as hell. Um, and it could come from having lifetimes where everything was so deep and everybody came and you were the sage, wise person, right? And you're just not about that life this time. You just have fun. Keep it light, keep it pushing. Um, but you can call on that ancient deep down sage wisdom when you need to. Listen, this might look like a little bit like a dumpster fire out in the world. Certainly, I would say news-wise, tomorrow and Friday. I've been picking apart this full moon since June. Uh, I haven't talked about it a lot because I don't know what to say because it's not that great. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be horrible for you. But if you need guidance or if stuff goes like sideways in the outside world in a way that affects you more, the way that a hurricane, as horrible to all of us. Like, it sounds horrible. It's horrible for the whole world, but it especially affects the people that it affects. Um, I'm here if you need me. I'm actually gonna run the sale that I started till the end of October. Just because I feel like monetizing when the world is a dumpster fire. Like, I'd rather offer lots of stuff, so that I can be more accessible. I love you. No, you love you, Sagittarius, and I will see you soon.